Welcome to Salad with a Side of Fries. I'm your host, Jen Trepic, talking wellness and weight loss for real life. We're here to clear up the myths, misinformation, bad science, and marketing to teach you how to eat and how to cheat. Are you ready? I'm having salad with a side of fries. This week's nutrition nugget is called daily. Because if you want to change your life, focus on what you do daily. Change what you do daily, change your life, is the way the saying goes. So if you're listening the day this goes live, it's December 27th of 2024, and you're likely thinking about 2025, right? As people often say, New Year's resolutions. Now, also, if you're a longtime listener, you probably know that I'm not a fan of resolutions. I feel like by definition, if we call something a resolution, it means it will not happen. You know,
That's true.
Like we make this grand commitment and then fall off. And statistically, like 92% of people do not maintain a New Year's resolution. So to stay committed, to keep going, we've heard it a million times, we're supposed to create process goals or milestones. And I get that. I talk about it. I also think that's a little easier said than done. Maybe also you've heard to reverse engineer what you want. So you start with the end in mind and work backwards, reverse engineering how to get from there, the end place, to where you are now. And I will say, this approach has been truly powerful in my life. And I talk about it with my clients, right? As I'm thinking about it right now, you know, it's often what I end up talking about when I'm interviewed on other people's podcasts. It's like part of my bullseye of change and how do we make things happen in our lives. It's like a great example of this is even nighttime eating, right? I'm asked about nighttime eating a lot. The solution to nighttime eating is actually to focus on breakfast and how you start the day. And that truly changes your life. And it's this one little thing that if we do daily, changes everything, right? And like I said, the bullseye of change framework is how we think about the process of behavior change, right? So there's episodes of Nutrition Nuggets on all of these things, but for today, all of this fits into this idea of what we do daily. And there's this whole thing stems from, it's a quote from John C. Maxwell that goes, "You'll never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret of your success is found in your daily routine."
Great quote.
Right? So how do we do this for 2025? Right? Here's some key factors that I think make a big difference in making this happen. One is keep it small. We've talked about this in a few episodes this year, certainly this fall. The way to truly make something happen is to make it so small and easy that it's almost harder not to do it, right? Like the alarm that goes off to remind you to drink water, or setting your alarm and saying, I'm just getting up at the same time every day, right? It reminds me too, like if you want to focus on morning routine, like one thing you'll do in the morning, maybe it's gratitude or a meditation or a breakfast with 30 to 40 grams of protein, right? Pick the one thing. Prioritize consistency is another major factor. So we've keep it small, prioritize consistency. It's about what we do daily on repeat. So keep track. Do something to acknowledge that you did it every day. Is it a box that you check somewhere on a calendar? Is it, you know, how are we going to keep track to prioritize the consistency piece?
Absolutely.
And then I think a third factor here that is really overlooked, and that is that you get to decide. You can choose what you do daily. Even if you feel like so much of your life is determined by other people, and I get it, right? A lot of us, there are bosses, there are kids, there are parents, right? There's so much that we do in a day that's determined by other people. Remind yourself of your own agency with something daily. So if you're not sure what to do, right? What can you do daily to change your life? As I said, we could start with the end in mind. So how do you want to feel this time next year? Right?
Right.
Then ask yourself this question. Think about today. If you rinsed and repeated everything from today, every day, would it move you closer or further from where you want to be? Sometimes that's a hard pill to swallow.
For all of us.
Right. And then what's one thing, literally, I mean it, one thing that if you did it daily would get you there. This could be daily movement, eating veggies, prioritizing sleep with a bedtime or an evening routine. We talked about morning ideas already. Maybe it's water. Maybe you want to commit to learning something. Like, could you commit to reading 10 pages a day or keeping a log of one thing you learned each day? Maybe you want to focus on community and connection for your longevity, right? We talked about that in our Blue Zones episode and our older episode of the longevity equation, right? Maybe consider how you're going to connect with someone each day. Consider your values, right? Who do you want to be in this world? What's something you could do daily that reflects your values or delivers on that for you? So like, Frank, you're a writer. You write every day. If you want to be a reader, read something every day. If you want to be healthy, do something for your health every day. If you want to feel more joy, do something that fills your heart and makes you smile every day. So we build this thing into our day. Go back to the episode from this year with Megan Sumrell. We mentioned it in this week's episode. The episode was called There's Not Enough Time in the Day. We talked about how to fit things in, how to schedule things. So maybe go in now, put a recurring event in your calendar with reminders of the daily goals. Funny, I was on a business accountability call the other day, and my mentor, in leading the call, he said, consider how your daily routine, how your daily habits can propel success in motion.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Frank, what's hitting you on this one?
Well, so first of all, realistic goals is important. Process goals is absolutely essential. And I'll give you 2 quick examples. The first one is there's an NFL coach that has this idea, which is not new, called the 1% solution.
Yep.
So all he does is look at these little things to change. But if he changes enough of them, then there's that tipping point where then the whole organization starts to be part of this significant change. So little things matter when you do a lot of little things. And I just want to give you a quick example, a personal example, which is somehow about 6 months ago, I decided I don't want to have sugar in my coffee. I usually have 2 cups of coffee in the morning. So rather than just cut it out, I spent a month and I went from 2 to 1. And then the next month I went to 0. And then I went on maintenance after that. And, I know it's a small thing, but getting rid of sugar in my coffee is now I have to get rid of the cream. That's my next goal.
All right. Love it. Awesome. And we have a way to do that. Excellent. So here's the thing, everybody, right? With this nutrition nugget, remember, change your daily goal, change your life. Frank, thank you for being here.
Oh, Jen, thank you so much. It was quite a pleasure. I just loved it.
Likewise. As always, everybody, I'm your host, Jen Trepeck. Connect with me on Instagram or all social media. I am at Jen Trepeck, JENNTREPECK. Website is asaladwithasideofries.com. Pick your platform, send a message. I love hearing from you. So send your takeaways, your ideas, your questions. This is also the easiest way to learn more about working with me as your health coach. We can get you on the path to health and freedom in 2025. And of course, if you are not already, join our membership program by going to glow.fm/salad with a side of fries. This shows your support for this podcast, this community, and most importantly, it supports your health. You'll get this week's recipes for the healthy creamed spinach and the healthier potato skins, plus access to your quarterly live session, which will be just you and me. Well, friends, that's it for today's episode of Salad with a Side of Fries. Congratulations for making yourself and your health a priority. Thanks so much for joining us. Be sure to click subscribe or follow on your favorite podcast platform. Share us with a friend, and we'll be back next week. Always remember, you deserve it, and you are worth it. Happy healthy.